What is going on, everyone? It is Tristan, and today I'll be counting down my top 10 favorite coasters that I have rode. Now, of course, there are many coasters that I have not rode that I really want to, and hopefully I'll get to all of those one day. But for now, we're going to be talking about the ones that I have. So let's go ahead and get right into it. And coming in at number 10 is Superman at Fiesta, Texas. This is a very fun floorless coaster, and every time I've ridden it, it's been great. I really love the loop. I really love the inversions. It's smooth, it's fast, it's flowing. It's a very enjoyable ride for anyone, whether you like speed, whether you like airtime even. And if you like inversions, I mean, there's something for everyone on this coaster. It's a really solid ride, and it's probably my second, it is my second favorite, I would say, at Six Flags Fiesta, Texas. My number one will be further down on this list. Let's go ahead and hop right into the next coaster. Coming in at number 9, we have Raptor at Cedar Point. Now, this is an inverted B&M, and it's a very jerky coaster, but you know what, I really like how it throws you around. I really like kind of the wildness of this coaster. It has a fun but kind of painful cobra roll, but you know what, all in all, this is a really fun coaster, and there was like no line at it when I went to Cedar Point, which was actually kind of surprising. So I went on a couple of times, and I thought, you know, that was okay, but looking back on it, I really did enjoy that ride a lot more than I thought I did, just thinking about the layout and just kind of the neat experience you get on it. I would definitely recommend it for anyone that goes, and I guess the line usually isn't long either, so it's great for marathoning. So yeah, a very solid coaster. Obviously not going to be my number one at Cedar Point. There will be a handful more on this list, so let's go ahead and get into number 8. Number 8, we have Mr. Freeze Reverse Blast at Six Flags Over Dallas, or Six Flags Over Texas, but it's at Dallas. Very fun launch coaster, especially because you're going in reverse. When I first rode this, it took me completely by surprise with the launch. I mean, it wasn't any top thrill dragster, obviously, spoiler alert, but it was definitely a good thrill, and I really liked the first inversion I went into, and just the whole ride, even though it's short, I think it's actually under a minute, the actual ride time. It's very intense, and it's definitely worth it. Now, unfortunately, this does have a little bit of a longer line for a good reason at Six Flags, but it's definitely one worth checking out, and I could marathon this coaster every time I went there. Great thrill, definitely worthy of this list, and let's go ahead and ride right into the next coaster. Coming in at number 7, we have Valravin at Cedar Point. Another B&M on my list, surprise, common trend maybe, but this coaster is a great coaster. Dive coaster, obviously, new to Cedar Point, and I absolutely loved it. I loved the drop, I loved the first inversion. Again, not the longest ride, of course, but it was really fun, and this is a coaster I think will have a long line for a long time. It's definitely very high-tech, obviously, as all coasters are, especially the new ones, especially B&Ms. But anyways, great airtime too. I felt like I was floating, and also a good mixture of speed. Really made for a great experience. Of course, pretty much all these coasters I can marathon, obviously, and it's definitely worth the line, I think. Thomas may think differently, but I think it is worth the line. It is definitely a must, especially if you're going to Cedar Point for the first time. Coming along in number 6 is the new Texas Giant at Six Flags Over Texas in Dallas. The first RMC to make my list, and it's definitely a very fun ride. A great first drop. I mean, it feels like you're floating and then you whoosh into the overbaked turn. Definitely an awesome coaster and a very good start for RMC. I really think this ride is underrated, as so does Thomas. I don't think it's the best RMC in Texas, again, another spoiler alert, but it's definitely number 2, and it is absolutely thrilling. I love this coaster. Again, marathon it all day, just like all the other coasters, and it is definitely the, I would say, premier ride there, besides maybe Mr. Freeze or Titan, and even their Batman. I mean, even Batman, while it's a little bit rough, is still a lot of fun. A great park overall in general, but back to the coaster. Great speed, great turns, and this coaster is amazing. It's the first RMC I ever rode too, so it definitely has a special place in my heart. Just beating Texas Giant out of number 5, we have Iron Rattler. Now, if it weren't for the first drop and just the overall speed and thrill and intensity going through the side of the wall on this ride, I think Texas Giant will win. Of course, the theming is a little bit better, just because of the location pretty much. I mean, they're about the same with at least the rest of the theming. But I don't know, there's just something a little bit more exciting about this ride that I have to put it one spot above. Definitely the closest two to each other on the list, no doubt. Of course, again, one of the premier rides at... No, I'm not talking about the company premiere, by the way. Premiere as in, you know, one of the most sought after, most popular, you could say, rides here at Fiesta Texas, and of course a must if you're going to this park. I really like the turns on this coaster again, and the inversion. It does have one inversion more than Texas Giant, although Thomas argues that there is an inversion Texas Giant. Completely different video, but anyways, yeah, this coaster is awesome. It's just awesome. Coming in at number 4, we have Maverick at Cedar Point. Of course, another fantastic launching coaster, amazing inversions, amazing speed. This coaster is just awesome. It really is, in my opinion, one of a kind. Even though, you know, there are similar coasters like it, there's just something special about this coaster. And, you know, I even waited like in a 45 extra minutes because the ride broke down, and, you know, we were just sitting there 45 minutes without any movement, but it was totally worth it. This coaster is awesome. It's in the back of the park too. It's kind of hidden, but it definitely, I think, is a top-notch coaster. Like, awesome inversions, awesome speed, great 2 launches, of course, right? Yeah, 2, I believe. I don't know, you coaster enthusiasts that are a lot more extreme than me will probably roast me in the comments for that. But anyways, great coaster. I love it. I love it to death. It's definitely top 4 rides. Definitely, probably my number 3 at Cedar Point. So yeah, great ride. Love it. Starting off the top 3, we have Top Thrill Jackster at Cedar Point. Obviously, the best launching coaster I've ever ridden. Also the fastest as well. And this coaster is insane. It is just awesome. It's kind of, you know, I'm a huge Formula 1 fan. I don't know. You guys comment down if you're any F1 fans. There's not many of us, at least here in America. I know there's plenty in Europe, but, you know, us F1 fans gotta stick together. But anyways, it almost feels like that. Of course, not as extreme. Not quite as, I mean, it's close, no doubt about it. Was it 0 to 103 seconds? That's insane for anything. But anyways, of course, very thrilling. Shooting up and turning is awesome, and coming back down is a blast as well. This ride is just really short and intensive and sweet, and it is definitely well deserved. I can't get enough of this coaster. I could ride in this coaster like until I die of starvation or of thirst first. But anyways, awesome coaster, so addicting. I love the thrill of it. The front row, best ride in the front row, by the way, of any of these coasters for obvious reasons. Best experience I've had in the front row, just shooting out, feeling the wind hit you. It's incredible, guys. You have to ride it. So that is my number 3 coaster. Coming in at number 2 is the Giga Coaster, of course, Millennium Force. I can never get enough of this. I totally understand why it's been voted the best coaster before. It's just an incredible experience. I mean, when you look at the top, you're high. I mean, you're so high up. You can see the entire city and the entire lake surrounding you, the entire park. It's incredible. And then, of course, you drop down and off you go into an amazing ride. This ride is just so addicting. It's really great. It may get a lot of haters, but it really is awesome. I mean, unless if you have ridden it and you don't like it, I understand, but just don't hate on it if you haven't ridden it, because I guarantee you there's a 99% chance you're going to love this coaster. Definitely my number 1 at Cedar Point. Top Thrill Jackster is right behind it though, and it's just a great experience. You know, roller coasters are just, besides like closest thing you can get to racing, honestly, just the incredible feel of spin, speed, and turning is awesome, and this coaster definitely has plenty of that. I, again, am pretty much addicted to this ride. I am a Millennium Force fanboy, no doubt about it. Here we go, number 1. Let's see if you guys can guess it. Let me know what you guys think it is in the comments before you know. You may be surprised, you may not. If you've seen the live streams, you definitely will know who it is, or what it is, not who it is. But yeah, let's hop right into number 1. Number 1, The Voyage at Holiday World. Amazing coaster. I think it's the first, I guess, big coaster, you know, non-kiddie ride coaster I've ever rode. I definitely didn't read it, I wrote it, and awesome ride. I mean, I haven't rode it, oh my gosh, I haven't rode it since Thunderbird's installed, so whenever I was riding it, I definitely felt like I was just flying through the forest like a rally car, and it was awesome. You know, it was a really great experience. The 90-degree bank turns are amazing. This coaster's just awesome. It's just such a different and incredible experience. I've heard it's still pretty similar, even with Thunderbird. Interacting with it a little bit, but it's an awesome ride, and you guys have to ride it at some point. It is a must. It is a must on any coaster enthusiast list. You guys know that. Incredible ride. I couldn't describe a better ride. This one just totally blows everything out of the water. I mean, Cedar Point has great coasters, Six Flags has great coasters, but Holiday World, this single coaster alone takes the cake. Incredible ride. Yeah, incredible ride. An amazing experience. So different than any other coaster. Definitely. So there rounds off my top 10. Let me know what you guys thought. Is my list complete crap? Is it pretty accurate? I want to hear your guys' opinions. Feel free to comment your top 10 that you have rode. I definitely think that's a far more accurate and personal list. It means a lot more than just... I mean, yeah, of course, you know, if you think the coaster is amazing somewhere else, no doubt mention it, but I just think that the ones you've personally rode and have experienced really have the best play and form the best opinion out there for everyone. So yeah, of course, all these coasters are awesome. I want to see what your top 10 are. If you have, you know, favorite parks, you know, all your coasters from the same, favorite coasters from the same park, let me know. I'm curious to hear. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'll be coming at you for at least 2 videos a week. Definitely. Thomas, of course, does a great job posting as well. Definitely at least 3 or 4 a week. So hopefully daily content or bi-daily content, you know, as much as we can. Of course, keep it quality content. That's the most important thing right there, and we can match that definitely. So thank you all for watching. We have grown a lot over this past summer and a half. Actually, year now. We're heading into the next summer. And we are on the road to 1,000. This is awesome. I never thought it would get this big, especially this fast. But you guys, we have an incredible community here in Coaster Media, and Thomas and I really appreciate it. So anyways, thank you for watching again. Please like, comment, and share the video. You guys will catch me next in a Planet Coaster video, and do not worry because I'm working with the smooth tool, smooth banking. It's very weird, but this coaster should come out a lot smoother. So again, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. This has been Tristan. Peace out.